It's working. Hmm. No, it's we I can hear it. Mhm. Mm.
Hello and welcome to Three Skulls Tavern. I'm Matt, your host, and today we're starting a new campaign of Coriolis, the sci-fi game by Free League that uses the Year Zero engine. We're not going to say much more about the game. You'll be hopefully learning what it's all about organically as we go through. But I'm joined by a lovely group of people here, and we'll do introductions in just a second. First of all, though, this is new for the channel. I have two new sponsors. We have two new sponsors on the channel. So just a quick shout out to Foundry Virtual Tabletop, who we're using right now for this game, and World Mill, who is a serving provider for Foundry. So thanks very much to both of them for sponsoring the show. All right. Let's do some player introductions for those of you who haven't seen. Well, we have one player who hasn't been on the show before, but the other two have been. So we're going to go around and just do a quick, very, very quick introduction: who you are, where people can find you if they want to talk to you, that sort of thing. So looking at the overlay, I don't really need to give myself. Do I need to give myself an introduction?
Yes, you do.
I'll do it at the end. I'll do it at the end. We'll start with Tony, and we'll work our way clockwise around. So we Tony, Charlotte, Vanessa, and then me at the end. How's that?
Perfect. So, hello, I'm Tony. So I will be GMing today, Coriolis the Third Horizon, this new campaign that we are starting. And I have to say that I'm very happy to have these fantastic players. Some of them already experienced in Coriolis. So please treat me nicely. I'll do my best. And you probably have seen me before. I've already played on the channel in Basin and Twilight 2K, which were great experiences. So I'm happy now to actually be part of the channel and GMing for Three Skulls Tavern.
Cool. And where can people find you, Tony?
Well, yes. You can find me on Twitter at at Astuneta, and you can see the link below.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Over to Charlotte.
Good day. For those of you who are not new to this channel, you know who I am and the games that I've been on previously, as well as the affiliations with Matt and Three Skulls. For those of you who are new, thank you for tuning in to our first session of Coriolis. I am Charlotte, and I get around. This is my second campaign for Coriolis, and when I had the opportunity to be able to play the second time around, I jumped on that because honestly, this is probably one of my favorite games, one of my favorite settings to play in. The first time was with Matt and a few others on Mud and Blood podcast. It was the first actual play that was done on there, and that was Fear and Loathing in the Third Horizon. I will not be reprising the role of Luna for that one, or for this one, sorry. I've got a new character which we'll kind of introduce a little bit later. And aside from that, I am on the internet as Foxfire22, and recently announced I am part of the Green Ronin virtual tabletop team, where I'm doing some development for their virtual tabletop assets. I am currently focusing on Foundry right now, so it's kind of nice to actually be able to play using the system. Aside from that, I think that is about it. Hope you all have or enjoy our upcoming game. Thank you.
Thanks, Charlotte. Vanessa.
Hello, I'm Vanessa. This is my first time ever playing online. I'm quite experienced with Mutant Year Zero because I've jammed it about 20 or 30 sessions.
Wow.
So I'm really looking forward to play another Year Zero engine game, which is my favorite Woods-like engine. You can find me on Discord, if you would like to. And I'm looking forward to the group.
Thanks. We're all actually on Discord, so if you are a Discord user, there's a link in the description as well as in the little bar at the bottom of the screen. And we're all active on there, so come say hello. I'll go last.
Hello.
Yep. I'm Matt. I'm the host of the show, and I do a lot of GMing and podcasting and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I'm also writing games. I actually just released my first game, Year Zero Mini, which you can find a link to because I'm shilling it every opportunity in the description below as well. It's only $2. Please go buy it because it's... I'm very proud of it. You can find me on Twitter at 9littlebees. Links are also in the description, and that's me. So I'll stop there. So thanks very much for tuning in and watching. Over to Tony to get our first session kicked off.
So let's go. So I put some music, so I hope you all can hear it.
Yeah, I can yet.
Perfect.
Nope.
You can
Nope. No, I can't yet. Hold on.
you can control if it is very loud.
Nope, it's not coming through, which means it's not coming through onto the stream either. Oh boy. Is it busy spaceport? I can see it on the screen.
Yes.
It's busy space, but yes.
I've got it full blast and I'm not hearing anything. Oh, this is not good.
Maybe.
Damn
it.
One second. Look at this, technical difficulties in the first session already. We'll sort this out very quickly.
Disaster! I'm leaving. I'm quitting.
Whoa. Site permissions. Let's see if I need to turn on.
I pray to the icons to get the technical issues fixed.
Thank you. So I can take another darkness point. Thank you very much.
No.
There we go. It just kicked in for some reason. Okay, we've got music. I have no idea what happened there, but it's working now.
Perfect. Okay. So we start in Coriolis station. At this moment, you are at Kasim, you are at the appointed place to meet with your siblings. You are in the bar Albaicin, which is a little bit off the Ozone Plaza in the Coriolis station. The bar is not very big, it's small. It's mostly a tea place that also offers the possibility to smoke nargil. For those who don't know, nargil is the pipe that you put water and scented tobacco, and you can sit down, relax on a pillow, and then just smoke it. This bar it has several low round tables where you are basically sitting, relaxed, comfy with your tea, some pillows around you, very comfortably, just relaxing, seeing other patrons sitting in other small spaces. You can feel the scented smoke everywhere, apple, oranges, lemon, floating around and making the space in this little bar full of smoke floating around you. There are some candles, but they are not natural. They are basically electronic candles, several places. And all around you, the bar has several clothes, very colorful, with kind of very nice shapes surrounding everything. So you can actually see the outside, but also gives you a sensation of being enclosed, protected. So you can still hear the calls as you are hearing now from the station, different people being called, the busy people walking around on the promenade. And you're just sitting there. What are you doing?
As you said, I'm having a tea. I probably have the what was it called? Like a shisha or a hookah? What was
shisha or nargil? Yeah.
Nargil, yeah. So like, I'll use the term shisha because that's what I'm familiar with.
Perfect.
I've probably got one of those as well, like in the middle of the table, and I'm taking in the occasional puff on that as well.
Okay.
I'm just waiting. Like I'm at the place I'm supposed to be at. My sisters and my brother should be here at some point, but yeah, I'm trying to relax. Right? It's been a long time since I've seen any of them. It's gonna be fine. That's part of the reason why I've got the shisha, just to a little bit of a nicotine hit to calm the nerves.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Samira, you are on the promenade, looking for the bar. What do you do?
Is it going to be easy to find my way to the bar itself?
Should be very easy. I mean, you can ask, but when you arrive, I don't know if you arrived today or you arrived a few days before, but it shouldn't be very hard for you to find it. You can move if you want. Well, no, not yet. Well, basically, I'm going to activate it. So you can all move now to the Coriolis station. So just to show everyone, this is I'm going to pull for streaming.
Yeah, it's just loading on my end.
Okay. Matt, you stayed on the third horizon for some reason. I'm going to pull you too.
Yeah, so I think I would have been here a few days prior and taken the time to get to know where we're meeting up, make sure I knew what was going on, what kind of people are there, get a little bit of information just casually before we had our meetup.
Perfect.
So yeah, on the promenade right now, I'd be slowly making my way towards the bar cafe and stopping at some stalls along the way to look at some of the goods.
Okay.
And
So
as I'm doing that, just kind of checking over my shoulder, just make sure I'm not being followed at all. Just not overtly, just quickly looking around, making sure.
Perfect. So I just habilitated 2 more images to the right of the station, if you want to look.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is basically the ring of the station, where you go. You know more or less that there are the 4 different plazas, each one for a different wear. The bar is located on, if you look at the Ozone Plaza and you look at the promenade that basically contours the whole ring, it's going to be on that little, I'm going to paint it so you can have a look. So basically right here, It's in this the small little plaza within the little streets that you find. There is where the bar is going to be. As if you move a little bit more to the right, you can see the promenade, which is basically very high ceilings surrounded, as you say, different stalls and places that you can buy things or just eat food if you want to. And it gives you this sensation of a space. So basically you are there, and at some point you can turn to your left and go into this small plaza where the bar Albaicin is located. So you can continue.
Yeah, over the course of probably about half an hour, I'll wander down to where we're meeting.
So time passes and you go to the bar.
Is there anyone kind of like lingering or loitering outside of the bar's entrance?
No, just people. You don't feel there is anybody waiting for you or anything bizarre.
Are there enough people there that I can kind of get lost in the background for now? Just kind of watching and waiting. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is wait until everybody else shows up first, and then.
And then you're gonna check if you see anybody inside first.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you look inside, I mean, I guess you're trying to stay hidden as much as you can in the entrance between the clothes and just look through them.
Well, I was thinking like mixed in with people that were on the outside, like being part of their group, but just on the outside. Kind of like what you do in Assassin's Creed when you want to try and blend in. Kind of mingling and moving, right?
Very good. So basically you look inside and you see what I just described. So different tables, and you see one table in which there is only one person sitting. And Kasim, if you want, you can describe yourself.
Yeah. I am... I'm a little bit scruffy, I guess you could say. I'm sitting down, so I'm reclining. You can't really tell how big I am, but you know, because I'm your big brother, that I'm a very, very tall guy. You also notice that I'm wearing like a tight-fitting shirt that's kind of showing off my muscles, because I'm also quite strong. I have maybe some like whatever like shirt I'm wearing is kind of rolled up on the sleeves to show off some tattoos that I've got on my arms. I don't look particularly like handsome or anything. I've got kind of average looks. I've got a beard, and yeah, you notice as I kind of look up at you, as you walk into the cafe, that my eyes
She's
are
not
also...
walking in. She's outside still.
Oh, she's watching. Sorry.
Being sneaky.
Yeah. It's being sneaky.
You don't see me.
So I'm not making eye contact with you. I'm kind of glancing at the door every now and again.
Shadow.
Yeah, but you notice like I look a bit tired as well. So that's me. Actually, I'm not probably wearing a t-shirt because that's not Coriolis appropriate attire. So I'll need think about what I'm actually wearing. Whatever I'm wearing, it's a little bit worn because I'm a working class gentleman.
Yeah, as I look in and kind of get a glimpse of who's there, I do take notice of this one man that's sitting at a table. I don't want to look too long, but there seems to be some familiarity. It's been a long time, so we're not exactly certain what all of us look like. But I choose to kind of stick outside a little bit longer just to see who else shows up. Because there's one person in particular that I should not be able to forget, because it's almost like looking in a mirror every day.
Very good. So you can continue smoking, relaxing. You said yourself from your brother Nazareth, you got more or less this time of this, or let's say this cycle in the station, but obviously, more or less. So time passes, let's say 5 minutes, something like that. Nothing happens. Kasim is still smoking there. Nobody else seems to be coming, and you're still sneaking outside.
Still waiting, still watching.
Okay, very good. So in this case, Sakira, you're up. Where are you coming from? What are you doing?
Just as we had talked about, I'm wearing my disguise clothing, and I'm slowly heading to the tavern, and it looks like I'm a bit on stress.
Okay, so where are you going exactly? So are you coming? So you know that you're being followed. You can feel it, that you've been made, and that you're trying right now to move between the streets that lead to the bar by thin. So you're moving fast. Trying to fast, but at the same time trying to hide and try to break contact with your with the people that are following you.
Yeah.
Roll me observation.
Observation. First roll on the show.
Yes.
Observation. I just click observations.
Yes.
No modifiers, so straight roll.
Straight. Well, you got it. So you got a limited. It's yeah. See, real quick. Okay, so you can tell you're being followed. You're quite sure that 4 people, but you don't really, you cannot really tell who they are.
Is there anything I could use to create a hindrance?
Say it again.
Okay. Is there anything which I can use to distract them?
You could try to sneak, infiltration.
But so they are looking for me, but they can't see me currently.
No, you feel that they're following you. What you've been trying to do is try to move fast to the meeting point and try to hide, let's say, between the people when you're moving. A little bit what Samira was doing, but just trying to break eye contact with them. So let's say that for now you've been successful, but they know more or less in which direction you're going. So you need to move fast, basically.
Okay. Then I would go to one lane or alley and sneak away and hide there. Okay,
so in that case could be infiltration.
Yeah, something I'm good at. That's a good start. Infiltration. No modifier. And it's a shit
limited. Okay, so basically, as I said before, you are avoiding detection. You are able to sneak between the people, but it's basically, you move away from the promenade. You are on these small streets full of food stores, and there are kind of little houses around, and you are basically hiding. But as I said before, they kind of know which direction you've gone, so you need to be quick about your next move.
Can I see are they around me? Can I see them walking around?
Yeah, roll for observation again.
Okay. Observation.
And then we'll cut back to the others.
No,
you're just so concentrated in really trying that you really don't know. You're just trying to hide in one of these stores. Probably you're trying to eat feel like if you were ordering a soup or something, and you just turn around and didn't see them anymore.
And
yeah, go ahead.
In that case, I would wait till there is a clear path on the street and just run forward to the bar.
Okay, I'll stop you there. Kasim, you planning to do something? You're just gonna be sitting, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just sitting, sipping tea and ordering more tea. Starting to get maybe a little bit annoyed because no one's turning up. I'm like, I made triple sure that I'm at the right place, and I haven't got a lot of money, so it's like, I had to work my way on a ship to get here. Now that I'm here, I've got very limited funds, and here I am blowing it on my 6th cup of tea. I mean, it's not a lot of burr in the grand scheme of things, but it's still burr, right? And like, I don't normally drink tea.
Yeah. Well, you have your teapot in front of you that you are pouring yourself from time to time, and trying to enjoy it as much as you can while you smoke. So, Samira.
I'm gonna peek in from time to time, and one of the times I look in, I can see him. I can see Kasim kind of starting to fidget and see the physical attributes of somebody who is starting to get a little impatient and annoyed. So I'm going to look around one more time out into the street itself, and then slowly make my way in when he is not looking at the doorway. So as we're growing up, would we have had something that we would have used as, like, something that we would have known, that only we would have known, like a phrase that we would have used, a code word, an experience that we all shared?
Totally. Just made it up. You can just go ahead. I would just tell you, just go for it.
Keep it clean.
As we discussed before, whatever you had in the past that is, I will stop you if I feel that is touching something that shouldn't. But if not, feel free to create those memories as you go.
Yeah, you don't want to point out something that could change something that shouldn't, because I will derail you.
Go for it.
Yeah, so I'm going to walk up to him slowly and quietly, and I'm going to greet him with I don't know. I would start off by saying namaste.
Maybe he had an alias. You could call him Toad. I don't know. Think about something like this. You could, he's
That's
the
a good
oldest,
idea.
but
Yeah,
you could still call him in a way that it would bother him, and you just keep on doing it. So maybe that's the way you could go. I don't know. Just giving you an idea, as you want.
Maybe
No,
goat,
math
because he's a
face.
study type.
Yeah, goat, math face. I don't know.
Goat's good.
brother.
Goat's quite an insulting thing to say in South Asian culture.
Oh, okay.
And maybe because I'm a bit more uncouth. Maybe you called me that.
Well, we'll go something like
And I'm a Capricorn in real life, so it's actually there's some sort of cosmic relevance there.
namaste. Do you still enjoy the taste of mud?
Kimada, look up at you.
You can describe yourself, Samira.
Yeah, who am I looking at?
I got 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, a nose.
Okay, it's Samira.
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't really worked out too much, was the actual physical appearance, aside from what we've done with our character pictures, which you can see on the overlay. I would be on the tall side. Probably, what did I say? Or no, didn't I say
We
like
didn't-
5'7" or something?
I don't remember.
I
As
don't
you
know.
want. It's nothing. Well, you can say that you're well dressed, right? It's exquisite clothes.
Averagely dressed right now because I don't want to draw attention to myself.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I've just got a standard pair of or standard set of clothes, which doesn't really make me stand out in the grand bazaar that we're in. The part that does stand out would be my features. Just gotta get to
They're
my
beautiful.
character sheet. Yeah, I can't remember exactly if I had.
Yeah, you're a
Bio
beautiful
talent or
woman.
not.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I did not take the bio talent.
Oh, you did?
No, I kept that off. I stuck with defensive.
Okay.
Yeah, I am not unpleasant to look at.
Yeah, so you're not biosculpted to be beautiful like you were originally talking about, but
No.
you're still like you're made up well, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm kind of looking up. I'm kind of squinting for a second, and then it's like suddenly hits me. I kind of see through the fancy clothes, the makeup, the exquisite hair, and I kind of push myself to my feet and grab you by the shoulders and say, "Samira, is that you?"
Easy, brother, easy. Yes, it is.
Like, you gotta be careful. Like, I haven't seen you in so long. You use that mud joke with me. I'm about to kill you. Just kidding. But
How
yeah.
else were we supposed to know who we were? It's been some time.
Oh, Baga, look at you. Join me, please. It's a bit late, isn't it? When did we agree we were going to meet up?
Oh, I'm not sure. I just want to make sure that things were clear for us to meet up under these circumstances.
Clear? Okay. I think we've got a lot of catching up to do. Come, sit down.
Well, you know me jumping at shadows, right?
Ah, as always. And I'm gonna sit down and pour I've actually got 3 additional teacups that have just been sitting on the side, ready to go. I pour like the dregs of the teapot, and then I put my hand up and kind of order a new pot. Sorry, it's the last of the pot, but I've been waiting for a long time. You know, a guy gets thirsty.
Oh, my apologies. At that point, I'll take a seat beside him. And I guess kind of make small talk for the next little while until the tea arrives, asking him how he's been, what he's been up to. Just the usual stuff that 2 siblings who haven't seen each other in 10 years will kind of say to break that ice again, to reforge those bounds of siblingship.
Are you kind of asking me in a way that you're encouraging me to kind of talk a lot without saying much about yourself, or are we kind of doing a bit of quid pro quo and kind of sharing equally?
I would say sharing equally what we can when we can.
Just go for it. I mean, just say whatever you want to say. Role play it. I mean, it doesn't have to be very deep. Just go for it. Like if you were meeting.
So the last time I saw you, you were being bundled off to be a courtesan. Obviously it's worked out for you. How do you find it? How do you find the life? Is it as glamorous as you thought it would be?
And then some. Anything that you would fantasize going into. It was a Temple of Alam, right?
I think so. That's what you decided.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that you could imagine about the Temple of Alam is nothing compared to the extravagance and exquisiteness of everything that it contains. The training, though, is a little less exquisite than it would seem, but I don't totally want to get into that right now.
Well, it sounds like you've had a bit of a hard life these last years, huh? Yeah, you're not the only one.
Oh.
Look at me. I've not done as well as you. I don't have much bird to my name, but I've kept my head above water.
Well, a life where you're able to stay busy and stay fed is all we can really ask for in the end.
That's true. Ah, wise words. You've really they really did teach you something. I remember when you were like a little rabbit running around and hiding all the time. Now you're coming out with these big sayings. Ha! Interesting.
Well, maybe we should get you a book and you could start jotting them down.
I'm not much one for books.
Very good. So I will cut you here if you don't mind. And so Sakira, you're just trying to seem small and trying to disappear to the view, and then you hear shouts, "Hey you!" And you feel like a hand grabbing you on the shoulder, like a very strong hand. What do you do?
I'm just trying to get away. I'm not in the mood to fight. Trying to shove the person away and run further.
Okay. So go for force.
This will be quite funny.
You never know.
Oh my.
Wow. Well.
What did you, let me see. Okay.
Limited success.
It's quite okay, but...
Okay. If it is a tie, I think he can, no? Matt?
It's whoever's rolling as the attacker.
Yeah.
However many successes they get, the opposer cancels out those sixes. So you need to have one over to have succeeded. Yeah.
Okay, so you thank you. I appreciate it. So basically, you try, but so you basically hand it off, but not it off. And when you turn around, you see in front of you Hakim. I don't know if you can see the token. It's very tiny. Okay, I will put it on the Sahidis if you want to have a look. So I will put it there.
Hakim.
Okay, so that's Hakim. So it's a rough guy with a mustache, disheveled hair. He also has, as you, the lips black with the same as different mark. Yours is a triangle. He has like a darker shade on the whole sleeve, and he's alone at this moment. But he's looking at you very intently, like, we are looking for you.
I am aware of that fact. Please let me go.
Why would I do that?
Because you're a nice guy deep inside.
That's not right. I'm not a nice guy.
Oh, you are.
You're gonna come with me, huh?
Hakim, we had a good relationship. Just let me go. No one will find out.
Anything. If I let you go, the boss will kick my ass, eh? You're going with me. If not, this is gonna be for you. I don't care.
I'm trying to get away again.
Run, if you want. It's up to you.
I'm just running.
Roll for dexterity. He's gonna try to grab you.
Just dexterity. Oh, great. At least I'm quite good at that. One again.
You can push things, eh? You know that. He also got limited success, so you try to run and he's just following behind you. You can push it.
Yeah. Here's pray to the. I just need to click.
Yeah.
While running, I pray to the judge. Please grant me a chance to improve my life. And I'm praying.
Yes.
I did it.
So basically, you turn around, you hit it, and you run as fast as you can. You hear Hakim trying to get you, and then stumbling against one of the people who were ordering food in the store, and you hear him falling, and you just run for it, run as fast as you can. And you were a little bit away, but you are running towards the bar. So you arrive to the bar.
I'm heading I will enter it as quickly as possible. I will try to hurt no one, but I will shove people to the side if necessary. And I'm looking for my old family.
So when you enter, you're rushing, you're sweating, you're like, what's going on? And then this bar, you've been around, so it's not hard for you to get here. And you look around, and then you see Samira, because of course, Samira. You could, even though now you will see you're different, but still Samira. And then there is a tall guy, Kasim, sitting. So both of you, you suddenly see this woman that looks like Samira, but in a different way, enter running the bar. How do you all react? You can go as one.
Zakira, is that you? Come join us. What's the rush? You're late. Is that why? I'm totally joking.
I'm looking back if someone is following me. So at first I will ignore his comment. If I see no one following me, I will rush further to the table and say, Salam, old siblings. I really missed you. I really like this opportunity to get to know you again, but we need to get the fuck out, please.
Why? What's wrong?
Please stand up. We need to leave.
Okay. I'll put some. I guess we've got physical currency I can leave on the table.
You can.
For the tea.
Yeah, I would dig into my change purse and grab the bird that's needed to pay for whatever. And
all right. As you do that, as you put your money on the table, I'll kind of glance around and pick mine up and put it back in my pocket. And give you a wink if you look at me. If you're looking at me. All right.
Every
Let's
second
go.
I look back to the entry and to see if someone enters it.
Nadir's meant to be meeting us here. If we leave, then
okay.
That's why we're here. Look, if you've got some trouble,
yes, I got some trouble.
I can help you out,
I know.
right? What? Just tell me. Look, I'm used to trouble. Look at me. Is somebody after you? Somebody chasing you?
Bro,
you got like an ex-boyfriend or something?
No. Okay. I'll try to summarize it quickly. You know, every one of us have to do some career where they earn money, have maybe a bit of lifestyle. I did not. I spent the last years on this station being a member of a gang, and this gang is now hunting me, and now we need to get the fuck out.
Great. What about Nadir?
Before you say anything, you two, you see the guy that I just described to her before, Hakim, just appear on the entrance of the shop, pulling aside the curtains and moving forward towards Zakira.
Is that him?
One of them, yes.
I'm gonna step in front. I'm gonna step between them. And how close is he? Like right next to me?
I mean,
I'm gonna be at a table.
The bar is not very big. Okay?
I would have picked a table near the door too. So, yeah.
Yeah. You all and the guy is coming forward. So
I'm
step in front.
So I'm gonna put my hand out, like on his chest, to be like, whoa. What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah.
I want that woman right there. You got in between. Move out.
No. That's not happening. This is my sister.
I don't care who she is.
Why don't you get the fuck out, or there's gonna be trouble. I'm gonna break your fucking face.
Oh, really? Look at this. All
right, I'm
gonna punch him.
I'm gonna punch him. Sucker punch him right in the nose.
You're the best big brother ever. You haven't seen me in so many years. It's the first person.
This is like, for me, this is perfect. Like, I'm in familiar territory now. Like, getting into a bit of a scrap in a bar. This is all good. Like, I was a bit out of sorts when Samir arrived, and it was kind of like trying to make small talk with this, like, hoity-toity rich girl. And now I'm just like, yeah, let's go. God, so I'm rolling melee combat just straight up with unarmed. There's no bonuses or anything. So there we go. Yeah.
So you punch him. You get him totally, unawares, and you're like, poof, like a dry hit. The guy just goes backward, and then he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he goes back at you. So he's gonna punch you at this moment, and you can dodge if you want.
Yeah. So combat, just for listeners, is if you're new to the channel, by the way, this channel does slow things down and talk about the rules when they come up. So if you're wondering why we're talking about rules a little bit, that's why. This game has action points for the various actions that you can take. In fact, they're in here, aren't they? I can flash them up on the screen.
Yes, you can open the
give
AP
me
points.
A second. Rules. So here they are. So yeah, I think defending is I can't remember what it is exactly.
Mobility, no?
I think it's just a standard like a melee attack.
But if you want to parry, but you can also use dexterity, no, to move away.
As an aside, the tea kettle that we would have had on the table, what is that made out of? What material?
Most likely something metallic.
Yeah.
I mean, not a very strong metal, but something sturdy
Like
enough.
Brass,
Yeah.
bronze,
You can
copper.
take it by if you plan to use it as a melee weapon, you totally can take it. It will do more damage than your fist, that's for sure.
So, okay, so we get 3 action points every round, right? It takes 1 action point to do a defense. So to defend, that's this parrying in close combat. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to basically, I'm going to kind of like try and duck and weave and like maybe block his punch as it's coming in.
Yeah, he will use the. I mean, I'm not rolling for initiative because we just.
We're just doing this kind of narratively at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just gonna go and melee combat, just trying to punch you.
Yeah.
No modifiers or anything. Just 1 success.
All right, so let me roll my same melee combat as well. Defend.
Oopsie.
You know, I'll take it. I'll take it on the chin, or in the gut, or wherever he's punching me.
He's just punching you probably in the gut. Came like with an uppercut, trying to grab you and just hit you.
So I've marked 1 hit point down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I want to maybe grapple this guy. The grapple is, I think, possibly a
you can go
bonus
now,
effect.
so yeah.
It's a bonus effect from a melee attack, so I still have to attack him.
True.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do another attack, and I'm possibly gonna push that.
Okay.
So I'm kind of trying to attack him. I can see that he's quite skilled, as to be expected from like a guy in a gang. So I throw a quick prayer to who's the trying to find the icon
Dancer?
list. The dancer.
Okay. That was yours, no?
Sure, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm always just going to pray to the dancer to reroll. There's a list of, I'll find it later, but there's a list of icons. For
You have the icons there if you want.
For
I
every
also
skill.
put the list of icons. For the skills, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll look it up later.
Maybe the deck hunt? The
Let's put it
judge?
I just had it open and I changed the page. Here we go, page 57. So melee combat is the dancer. So yeah, and that's my icon. So there you go.
Yeah,
So I throw a quick prayer to the dancer and pray to the icons. Where is it there?
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's better.
Great.
And so is he defending himself?
Yes, he will try.
Okay.
So melee.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
You did it.
So I can do 2 bonus effects with this then.
Yeah.
Which aren't in the. They're not there, are they? No, they won't be.
No, I'm trying to see, but I don't think I
No,
have
that's fine.
them now.
That's fine. So I'll just quickly rattle through them. What the options are. I can increase damage by 1. I
Yeah.
can inflict possibly critical injury, which I can't with 2
No.
and unarmed.
But you can grapple.
But I could grapple. I could disarm him. I could raise my initiative, which we're not looking at the moment. I can strike fear. So I'm going to increase the damage for one of them. So I'm going to do 2 damage to him, and then I'm going to also grapple him.
Very good.
So for them to break free, they have to. It's an imposed melee combat roll. While you're grappling, my only action is a grapple attack. But I guess I can't do that just yet. So because I'm out of action points for this round.
Okay, so if you want, we can roll initiative now.
It's
In case you guys also want to intervene.
What are the other two doing? Are you gonna just kind of watch? Are you gonna like help out?
I want to help out.
Okay.
will not do any harm, but can I grab his Hakim's feet so he can use them?
He's already grappled by you. You can see that basically Kasim hit him hard, another punch, and with the same inertia of punching him, he then grabbed him very hard. So right now they are grappling, no? That's why you grappled, right?
Yeah.
And I think
didn't you grapple?
I did.
You use 1 damage and then grapple. So
Yeah,
you basically you punch him really hard, and then using that same inertia, you grab him with the other one, and you're holding him down now.
Yeah, I'd say like I'm basically on the ground with him rather than standing up.
In that case, I'm just hiding behind the table.
Okay.
Samira?
Do I have clear access to his head?
Probably.
Okay,
I mean, it's not that easy because it's with with Kasim on the floor, and they are probably shaking a little bit, but you could try.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and hit him across the back of the head with the teapot.
Okay, so let's say that because he's grappled, I mean, you guys have the advantage. So either Matt or Kasim or Samira can go first. I'll let you decide who wants to go first. What are you gonna do?
You go ahead and do it.
Kasim?
I've been kind of punching him. I'm happy to wait for a bit.
Okay, so it will be a little bit more difficult. So I'm gonna give you a -1, basically, because he's basically holding. They are both grappled on the floor and they are shaking. So just be careful not to hit Kasim.
Okay, and then
so basically, if you do a failure, you probably could be hitting Kasim instead.
Sounds fair.
that would be melee combat.
Yeah.
Okay, so Matt, just so you know, I've got 2 in strength. I have no melee combat.
And you?
Rolling a -1.
Go for it. You can still pray to the icon.
Got 1 strength. Wow.
So do I miss or do I hit?
If you will be hitting probably Kasim.
I would suggest that's probably a darkness point spend to do that.
That's fine. So are you gonna push it or?
No.
Okay, so you hit Kasim
for 1 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Hey! I'm on your side.
Hold still. Stop moving around so much.
Cack.
So Kasim.
I'm gonna do grapple attack.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the list there, a grapple attack is it on there?
Yeah, it says grapple attack. Well, you are grappling with a pin opponent. Grapple attacks are your only available option.
It's a normal attack. Attacking
a normal
combat.
attack.
Yeah.
You can use a weapon.
Yep.
You get a +2 for the dice, basically. So I guess you're trying to actually him or crush him.
Yeah.
So
I'm making it basically. Yeah, I'm basically just like. I guess I've kind of got his arms slightly pinned, and he's trying to get them out. We're like kind of wrestling a bit, and
he cannot defend.
I'm kind of like trying to punch him in the side of the head while I'm doing this to try and just. I mean, we're scrapping. I'm fighting dirty, right?
Yeah. And he cannot defend. He will try to ungrapple his turn.
He gets. It's an opposed melee, right?
Yeah. Right. No. For the grapple attack, I think he cannot defend. For what I read on the rules, your enemy cannot defend against the attack. But then I can break later.
Right, and I get +2 to this attack as well.
Yes.
Right, so that's quite good.
It's nasty.
Just do it, bro.
Oh, come on, Dancer! I can do more than this. I'm gonna give you some more darkness points.
Go for it.
Oh man, that's a big dice pool as well. 9 dice, only 2.
But you still got 1 extra success, so you can do 1 more damage, right?
Yeah, that's 2 damage. I'm just gonna do the 2 damage.
Yeah. So he's quite low.
I'm pounding on the side of his head as hard as I can.
Yes. So you're pounding on the side of the face, and you see him starting to bleed and not to be very well. Okay, so we'll restart. At this moment, I will use 1 darkness point, and you see other 3 characters on the entrance to the bar. You see a woman, Are they dragging? You see another guy, and you see so 4 guys. Sakira, when you look at them, you recognize them. It's Mohammed, Fatma, and Helmi, part of your gang. They are all, again, with the black lips as you, and they were just behind Hakim, and they just arrived and.
Okay. I see them clearly.
Yes.
Okay. Great chance for distraction. I will jump off so they can see me and run away again.
Okay. So you run away and very good. They will probably follow you now that they saw you.
That's my intention.
So roll for dexterity. Just want to make sure that you run and you're running and that you don't. Okay, perfectly. So you basically, you see at them, you stand up so they can see you very well, and then you run on the side. So as I told you before, they're just nice clothes around, so you can just run, and they start shouting, ah! And you see them. They don't look more. They're distracted and they just follow you.
Yeah. So Krasim has enough time to defeat Hakim. So I'm just aiming for a bit more time now.
Very good strategy. Again, so both of you. I forgot to say that Kasim was ungrappling. It's fine, no worries. Go Samira, if you want to go first, or Kasim can go first.
I will let Kasim go.
Can I use an action point? I can't use any weapons, can I, while I'm grappling?
No.
I'm gonna let him go, which should be a free action. I'm gonna grab my dur knife out of my pocket. Sorry, there are people in this. Hold on a second. There are people in this cafe, aren't they?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
So I'm not gonna pick.
Actually, I mean, what you see is actually. I mean, I didn't describe it. That's a very, very good point. I also got distracted. So basically, the people they were on the tables around. You see, they stood up and they're like, "What the fuck?" And you see that probably Samira, that was probably a little bit distracted. You can see like as this bartender was calling for the guard. I mean, he's basically. Went on the site and is using a communicator. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. My crit is 3 on unarmed, which means I need 4 successes to do a crit on him, to kind of knock him out. Does he seem like he's pretty?
He's pretty rough, yeah. He's pretty roughed up. I mean, you see that, the face. I mean, he has several cuts. I mean, your hands are bloody. He seems like one of his eyes is a little bit dark, and you see like it's starting to become big.
Okay, I'm not gonna let go of him because I know he's still, he's probably really pissed right now. I'm gonna be like, stay down, Gandu, bang. Bang! And I'm gonna try and smack his head into the ground. Yeah.
Okay, so go for it. I mean, you release him, so he's gonna try to defend.
No. That was thinking I was gonna stab him, but I'm not gonna stab him if we're in a busy cafe. Yeah. So I get +2. There's still a grapple attack.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, bloody hell.
Well, it's.
Do I want to push this again?
Do you?
We need to get free to go chase after Zakira. So this guy needs to get down. I know Samira's trying to help, but she just kicked me. So I'm kind of like I'm on my own here.
A teapot. He hit you with a teapot.
Right, that's right. So I'm gonna pray to I'm gonna throw another prayer to the dancer. Dancer, come on, help me brain this guy. There we go.
Wow.
So I'm gonna use all of that for damage.
You knock him out. You
Okay.
basically hit him against the poof!
On the floor.
It's that these tables are basically just suspended on kind of a small tripod. So when you hit him against this, it's a metallic table too. I mean, round, low table. You see the table lifting because of the weight of the, and there is a splash of blood on the table, and the guy just goes limp on the side. People are shouting like madman right now of this brutality that you're showing. And
I'll stand up when all this shouting's happening. I'm gonna stand up and be like, "You all saw he attacked. Did he attack me? Oh no. Let's go, Samira. We gotta run."
So you like it, okay? Yeah. You see, like the bartender was like, "Don't go! The guard needs to get you!" Shouting behind you, like, "Why? Get them! Don't let them go!" Everyone is shouting, and you just basically run. What do you do? Sakira.
I'm still running away from the three, I would say.
Okay, so let's do an opposed roll of dexterity. So for now, you're still ahead, but you hear them coming. What direction are you taking? If you look at the Coriolis station, I'm gonna open. So I open Coriolis, so you can go on your own now if you want to. So what direction? Remember, you were on this small plaza, so you can go towards the Ozone Plaza, which you know quite well, or you can go any other direction.
So my gang is mostly from the Ozone Plaza.
Yeah.
So I'm not thinking about heading it that way, but the other direction.
Very good. So you keep on running. Matt, Samira, you really don't know very well with roll if you want observation, just to see if you see any commotion.
Yeah,
if you want to follow, like if you find the commotion, if you see anything that can help you find Sakira.
Do we get any bonuses to the roll at all? Like,
no.
So we don't actually see anything, just kind of like looking around.
Yeah, let's say that there is. I give you a +1. Go for it.
Okay.
That's a good call.
Roll this, or...
Observation. Wow.
I got 2 successes on that. So, because I'm out the door probably first as well. Oh wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Very good. So Samira, basically you are like very perceptive and you can read the people. And you feel like she went. I guess you went to the right in the direction of the Spring Plaza, right? Through the small streets, right, Sakira? Sakira, you went to the direction of the Spring Plaza, so basically south. Okay,
yes,
so you can see that around those, you see people moving in that direction, so you can point.
I think they went this way. Let's go.
Okay, so just roll for the. So you keep on running. I'm not gonna make you. I think you're just running. So go, Sakira. You need to get a better success than your followers, basically. And because you got a critical, Samira will just assume that you kind of follow.
Okay.
You're thinking of doing something else?
I know that my siblings are still there. Is there a crowd where I can jump into to hide? Outside of
the problem is that they're, because you're still at the kind of, they can see you at this moment. You are still not breaking sight, right? So you are keeping each other at a close distance. So you could try maybe to duck under somewhere and, they will be looking for you. You can tell that they are right behind you. You need to put some distance first.
A place where I can climb on, so they may just
So if you look, so basically on the promenade, some of the buildings are quite high. Where you are, maybe there are smaller buildings, so you could even try to go to one of the terraces, but it's not a simple thing to do. You've been around and maybe you've been already in chases, and you could try. It's not that easy.
Yeah, I'm just hiding in the crowd. That's easier. And try to hide it.
You can try if you want, you can try infiltration. Is what I told you. They are behind you, so you can try to go on a side and try to hide, but they might see you. I will make it an opposed roll between observation and your infiltration. So
yeah, let's do that. I think that's the best thing my character would do now.
Okay, so go for it. Very good.
Oh,
And you got a critical.
yeah.
It's very good. So let's see if they see you. No.
No.
So basically, you are lucky enough in one of these streets. You basically go to the left, and there are like several stores that are very close to each other, and you start moving around. And at some point, you sneak under one, and they are right behind you, and they're looking. They don't see you, and at some point, they just continue running.
Yeah. After they passed, after they run away, I will head back to the park for my siblings.
Okay. So you find each other.
Yeah.
So suddenly, Kasim and Samira, you are trying to follow where the disturbance of the people are. Then you see, Sakira at some point stepping out and, hey, I'm here. Go ahead.
Still the whirling dervish, I see, eh?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. We gotta find the deer, and we gotta get the fuck off of the station as quickly as possible. I just bring the guy in, whoever that guy was. I've just knocked him out, and they called the guard on me because it was full of people. You got some explaining to do, Zakira. But we gotta hide and find the deer.
Once we have left.
So what are you taking them? Where do you plan to go, guys? You're already here a little bit south of where you were before, still in kind of the more residential part.
We still need to get Nastrium.
Well, I don't know.
Do we have a way to get a hold of him?
Yeah. Do you know where Nastrium is? We need to get him.
Nadir.
Nasrid.
Oh,
Nasrid.
Oh my god,
No,
I was
but,
saying.
Sakira, you do know this. I told you before what happened.
Oh.
I can remind you if you want. But first find a safe place to sit down.
Okay.
Nasrid.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay. I've spent the last years on the station, so I should know a place where we can hide.
Good. Let's go. Let's go there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe what do you want? Another bar? You're gonna find kind of a hotel where you're hiding now. You probably are holding somewhere, not your usual house or your usual place. Maybe you found, safe house more or less. Maybe you are staying with some people that you know, or it's up to you.
I would say an hotel, because we can just rent a single room where no one else is watching. We can just talk, but we are heading next.
Well, that's what you were doing before, so you can go to the place that you were paying. We still need to figure out how much this is going to cost you, but yeah, sure. Okay, so you basically you go to your hotel room. So you are staying outside of the promenade, maybe far away from the Ozone Plaza, so they cannot find you. And you found like a shady hotel, not very nice, but enough and cheap enough for you to hold. Maybe it's just a very tiny room, like 40 square meters, no more than that.
Completely meets my standards, so I'm happy.
Yeah. But of course, when you come in, the person who is at the door, they look at you very weird because you're bringing you are now 3 people going into this room, but it's none of their business. But they look at you and they see you, and you go. I mean, it's basically 3 flight stairs, and there are many different rooms there. Like, again, you can see the carpet that is totally destroyed in some areas and not in very good state, and smells a little bit dirty, like it hasn't been washed in a while.
Just like home.
I guess. I mean, Samira probably is not enjoying this very much, but maybe Kasim and you are okay with this kind of dirtiness. And you open the door, it's nothing amazing. I mean, this door can be kicked out in 1 second, no problem. And you enter in just a very, very simple, you have a cot and maybe just a blanket there and a small table. There's not much, and you don't have a lot of possessions with you either. So, yeah.
I will go to the doorway, kind of stop and look in and look around. It's like, how can you live in this? My hotel room is so much nicer.
We had worse place than this when we were still child, so I don't see any way to complain.
We're not children anymore.
Yeah, but I don't have the money for something better.
I guess. You could have if you've chosen a bit of a better path in life. Who were those people?
A few years ago, when I left, I was wandering around, and someday I just get to the Coriolis station. I was wandering around, doing a bit pickpocketing to get a bit of money. And one day I just found a man who said, yeah, I see what you did. It's quite good. You want more money? I did not know what I should do else. So I said yes and joined a gang for the few next years.
Mustn't have been pretty good money.
It's not that much money, to be honest, but it was my money. I could spend it the way I wanted. It was different from back home when we were four poor siblings.
Always getting into trouble, huh? Nothing changes.
So maybe you can describe a little bit, but you can see, but as you saw before, that she has this black lip, like a very tiny.
What's with this? Look, I've got tattoos, but what's with the lip?
It's a gang marker.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone in the gang has a tattoo like this.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
Okay.
I can wear something to cover my head for traveling. That's quite possible. I got some alternative clothes for that.
Have you got a dupatta, which is it's a headscarf. You could wrap a scarf around you a bit and and try and disguise yourself a bit that way.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I should get something like that.
If you don't, I have one that you can borrow.
Oh, thanks, sister. As always, you're saving my ass. Your boat.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's lots of headdresses we can get. Kind of just looking at the pictures in the rule book. I mean, for me as well, I'm tempted to cover my face just in case somebody recognizes me. But yeah, what are we gonna do about Nasrid? He's gonna be probably going to that tea shop. It's gonna be in a state. The guard are gonna be crawling all over it.
I can just send him a message.
No.
That's not possible?
No, I thought I told you actually this. There was a reason why you were running, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You want me to remind you?
No. It's okay.
Okay.
Mysterious.
Okay, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna copy this for you on. Okay. I'm gonna copy this for you, so to make sure that you remember. Okay. Just read it if you want. So in the meantime, how do you guys feel? You're just, the three of you are together. If I remember correctly, Samira and Sakira were twins, right? But because of the different paths in life, you don't really look that much alike. Maybe Sakira is a little bit more rough on the edges, while Samira, well, you are because of the way you are dressed and everything, you're more beautiful in a way. You remember that, Sakira?
Yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
No problem.
I was switching some.
What's the agreement with the rest of us for meeting with Nasrid? I mean, he got word to all of us to come to Coriolis to meet him at the cafe. Was that it?
Let Sakira tell you what she knows, and then we'll move into that.
It's a bit difficult. I received a message from Nasrid that he would be arriving earlier, but he never really appeared. So I looked a bit after this. I hacked into some databases and found out that the ship is actually one of the warehouses of my gang.
Okay.
I was discovered while searching for it, and that's when I started running. So I don't know if we will find Nasrid again.
Hold on, are you saying that Nasrid is in a warehouse?
I quite don't know. The ship he took, the Golden Lion, was in this warehouse, and I don't know if he's still in there. As told, I was discovered while trying to investigate the case.
Maybe we should take a poke around in the warehouse. We'll need someone to distract anyone who's kind of there.
Yeah. They are looking for me, so I can't just run away there. They also probably know Kazim.
Okay, let me do just a recap, just so to be clear. So basically, around 4 or 5 days before you were supposed to meet with all of you, so before today, Sakira received a message from Nasrid that he could be actually arriving a little bit earlier. And as with you, well, he just said, well, let's meet before. I'm going to be there tomorrow, so let's just meet. He didn't appear on the location, and basically Sakira got a little bit nervous about why he was not there. And it's quite simple to look into the public databases to see arrivals to the spaceports. She knew the name of the ship, the Golden Lion, and indeed arrived the date that Nasrid mentioned, but then disappeared from the docks. It's all the logs about where the ship was not there anymore. So either the ship took off or something has happened. Because Sakira's gang, which is the Llamas, they are involved in high tech and things like this, and she knows that sometimes this has happened before, like they have taken ships from people or buy it for their smuggling. She asked around, but she couldn't get much information, and then she decided to actually, because she knows a little bit of data digging, she decided to sneak into the headquarters and hack into the mainframe to see if there was any clue of the Golden Lion in the gang's kind of database. And she did actually find that the Golden Lion is kept now by the gang. It's in the cellar, in a warehouse in the cellar of Coriolis station. And she got caught, and that's the reason that she mentioned why she's running away. Is that more clear?
Yeah.
So obviously Nasrid was never going to appear today, or at least why he didn't appear 3 or 4 days ago.
Okay.
And that's the reason why I run away.
Right. Okay. We need to look in that warehouse. We need to look at we need to see if we can find some clue as to whether he's in there, or see if there's anything in there. How, like, I imagine they're guarding it.
Yeah, probably. It's not a small gang, so we will be a small group.
Who's like a rival gang to yours? Maybe we can do a deal with them or something.
Rival gang.
Well, for everything is the syndicate at the end. It's one of there are different gangs at different. I mean, so Sakira, okay. So everything is run by the syndicate. There are different gangs, each one at the different plazas that are basically dealing on different things. So each one of you keep your distance. But obviously there is some rivalry at the end of the day, but nothing to kill each other. This is my turf, this is your turf, the end of the story. And at the end there is a higher hierarchy as part of the syndicate.
Yeah. What if we call in the authorities to investigate the warehouse? Because if they get a tip off this, there's something stolen inside, then they'll investigate, and if Nasrid is in there, then he'll be found if he's been captured or something.
But how long will that take to do it? A few days? A week?
If we say that we heard, I don't know, we heard weapons being fired from around that warehouse.
Sakira, you probably know that the seller is off limits. So unless you have unless you are part of the guard or you are doing something unsavory, you are not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And this you can share with the rest.
Yeah. It's a place where your regular gang member has nothing to do there. It's only for the higher members of the gang. So that's why they followed me, because I was a member for years, but they never gave me any real chance besides the stuff I did every day.
Do you have any other friends who can help you? Like any other gang members that you're close with?
I have one. I have only one close friend in the gang. He was the one who told me, he taught me about data jamming. But I don't know how he will react, because I'm basically a traitor to the gang.
Well, only one way to find out.
We can try to talk to him, yes.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, if things go south, then we can always count on Kasim to bounce his head off a table.
But there are way too many. They will get us if we aren't.
Does he have his own apartment in the area at all, or?
I guess so, yes. Where did he live?
You probably could know. I mean, we never defined this.
We never defined, yeah.
No.
Then
but you probably, because of the teaching that he gave you and everything, we can assume that you kind of have ways of finding him or communicating with him if you
I would
so
say
wish.
He has a small apartment with a workshop for all the technical stuff. Maybe.
That's fine. Okay. So if you want, before we move forward, I would like to do just a flashback, because you were asking about the message. So what I would like is just to describe. So you received Nasrid's message, let's say 2 weeks ago. And I would like you to tell me what you were doing or where you were at that time in your life while you received this message. I mean, you probably got it on your transactor. Who you asking? All of you. So basically, right. I just want to do a little flashback just to say, what were you doing at that moment that you received? What was your, let's say, situation in life when you received this message, and kind of basically think, okay, I need to go. So either you heard the message and then we can hear the message if you want, listen to the message, and then you tell me what were you doing and what you felt, and just basically to put what were you doing 2 weeks ago before everything broke apart and you had to come here. Okay?
That's okay. That's a good idea.
That makes sense to you, so you know what's the message basically. You were playing on it, but now we'll listen to it.
I don't hear anything.
Oh.
Still not hearing anything.
Are you guys hearing something?
Yeah, I'm hearing the sound.
So it's not coming through
Hello,
mine.
sisters
There we
and
go.
brother.
There we go.
I really need to see you. I know this might come out of the blue and not totally expected, but I think this is better to say in person. It's quite important. It's about our family, our past. I know things might not be the same, and I know that we haven't seen each other for a long time. 10 years, maybe longer. Time goes very fast. But I really need to see you. I know that, you might be busy, you might be doing something else, but I really need to see you. I don't know how to say this in any other.
So you heard it?
Yeah.
Matt?
Does it break off?
Well, I can put it again if you want.
No. Does the audio break off, or was that like a streaming issue?
No, Charlotte, you heard
I'm
it?
asking Tony. I'm asking you as a GM. Does the audio get cut off, or is it meant to?
No,
because it cuts off mid-sentence on the stream.
No.
Yeah.
Not to me. I can play it again.
Yeah, sorry about this. We're gonna have to look into the audio issues.
Yeah.
Because it's also starting like 10 seconds or so after everyone else is hearing it.
Okay, so I can put it again, and so you can see if you hear it this time.
Hello, sisters and
There we go.
brother. I really need to see you. I know this might come out of the blue and not totally expected, but I think this is better to say in person. It's quite important. It's about our family, our past. I know things might not be the same, and I know that we haven't seen each other for a long time. 10 years, maybe longer. Time goes very fast. But I really need to see you. I know that, you might be busy, you might be doing something else, but I really need to see you. I don't know how to say this in any other way. I propose to meet in 2 weeks. 2 weeks in Coriolis station. I know a bar also on Plaza. It's a small one. It's nice. It's called Barrel by Thin. I hope you can meet me there. 2 weeks. I will send you more details in another message. But please, please, please do come. I need you. I need all of you.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to reminisce on what you were doing at that time when you received this message, how you felt, and what you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to start. Okay. When I had the message, I was just like sitting on the street. I was like depressed. It was my gang never gave me a great chance. I've left my family. I'm still eating stupid junk food, sleeping on the streets or sheep rooms. I was just fed up, and I saw when I read the message, I just get there's a new chance. and I should take it. So I was quite happy and was just looking forward to meeting my old family again and become a new family.
That's nice. That's very nice. Samira, Kasim?
When that message came in, I was about halfway through a multi-day contract, and it was in the evening when that came up, and listened to it a few times and kind of heard the emotion in his voice, and then I made the choice to pack everything up and leave. I didn't tell anybody. I just grabbed my stuff and got the first ship towards Coriolis station.
Very nice. Kasim?
Yeah, I was working in some shitty backwater planet in Menkar, which is right at the arse end of the Sadal route. And I'd been hopping from job to job, planet to planet, system to system. So, just earning money and kind of following work. When I got bored of a place, I just move on. So, I think when the message came, I was ready for a change and would have found the first opportunity to find a vessel that would be leaving Menkar. Being at the end of the Sadal route, probably not that frequent. But yeah, would have found one anyway, and would have worked on board as a ship worker to kind of pay my way back to the Kua system into Coriolis. So I would have just been doing the old stevedore thing of loading and unloading stuff with my power exo.
Very good. So you actually it's very far away. So it probably took you the whole 2 weeks. You probably just arrived in a way.
Should say loader exo, but yeah. I would have basically just arrived in time, I think. Yeah, sounds about right.
So that's how you were before you met, and that's how you feel, I guess, now that you are all together. So before you jump into into action, think about it, and think about what you want to do with your family. And I mean, you can maybe change if you want memories of Nasrid, or what you think he was like this. Is this Nasrid? Why was Nasrid like this? Just throwing some things. If you wanna play it, it's fine. If not, we can move forward. As you want.
I would say move forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, that's how you felt, and now you're discussing how to find out what happened with Nasrid as he arrived with his ship, the Golden Lion, and then for some reason the ship appeared in the hands of the Lama gang, which is Sakira's gang.
Yeah. Siblings, we need a plan.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do if my old friend says no? Should try to sneak into the warehouse?
Well, we haven't got any other plan at the moment, so let's try your friend first and take it from there, right?
I just hope he's not angry, or just give me a chance.
Well, if he's any kind of friend, he should be a little forgiving.
You don't know how many friends I met, and 5 seconds later they weren't my friends anymore. So you could say I've developed some sort of trust issue on the streets of the station.
Well, you'll always have us.
I'm great you're back.
Alright, let's go meet your friend.
Yeah. Project New Family begins now. I'm smiling, and then I'm preparing to leaving.
Okay.
I will take on the scarf Samira gave me for hiding my lips.
Very good. So you basically take off to the streets again, and you start moving your way to your friend's house. You know that he lives nearby Ozone Plaza, so you're going back to dangerous area. So you should all know about that. And so what's your plan? How do you plan to approach? You don't know if he's going to be in the apartment, first of all. You know where he lives.
Yeah.
But you don't know if he has been called by the gang, if he's actually around the plaza, because as you know, as gang members, each one of you has a different position. He might be actually, because he's one of the data gene of the gang, so he might be even in the headquarters, but obviously you don't want to go there.
No.
So you need to decide how you plan to do this.
When we arrive at his apartment, we'll just...
No, but I'm thinking, how do you approach? You know that you are going back to where your gang is. I mean, this is a question for all of you, okay? You can chip in. You know, this is where you just escaped, like, I don't know, like 30 minutes ago, maybe 40 minutes ago, these guys who were trying against you, and you're going, I mean, Sakira told you probably that she's in the Ozone Plaza, the gang. So
I'm wearing my disguise clothing and the scarf, so they shouldn't recognize me on first sight. And I would we shall try to use as many side alleys as possible. So we try to avoid the main streets, I would say.
Sounds good. Yeah. I'm probably a little bit worried about myself as well, so maybe if we can swing by a place where I can buy some clothes. There's bound to be...
That shouldn't be so hard. There are so many little shops on this station.
Yeah.
If you don't expect something pretty.
No, it doesn't need to be pretty. You just need to be able to hide my... Just wear a hat.
So we're heading to one of these little shops. I think there are so many, so we are just taking
either on the streets or on the promenade. You can probably find
just a cheap, like, I think they're called gutra, which is like a kind of turbanish.
It doesn't say, right, the cost of the clothes, right?
It just says clothing. It just says clothing 50 to 200.
Well, let's go for the cheapest option. I mean, you can even try negotiating.
No, I'm in a hurry, so I'll just literally look for whatever the cheapest thing is.
So the Dura is just okay. So probably it's even less than 50. So probably just pay 10 or 15, something like that.
All right, sure, 190 now. Yeah, so I'll pay 10 for a bit of the cheapest thing I can find. It's literally just to cover my head.
Something our sister would never wear. You could say.
Yeah. In fact, Samira's probably not too impressed with my wardrobe decision.
Okay. Look how pretty our brother now looks, Samira.
I mean, if they hold on a second, people are going to remember the guard might be looking for a courtesan. I mean, you stand out. Maybe you should.
My clothes aren't extravagant. They're just kind of nondescript at this point. Just my face would be a little more.
Have you got like a headscarf or a head covering or anything like that, or a hat?
Say a shawl that could probably be doubled as a headscarf.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we're just kind of covering our heads a bit so we can kind of look away and like be covered if the guard are around or something. That's like just trying to make ourselves as incognito as possible as we're making our way back to the Ozone Plaza.
Okay.
So roll for. Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or you're just
imagine
walking
so.
around?
Imagine so.
Would be the thing that would be most making sense, I would say now.
Yeah, I think
moving slowly but deliberately, keeping our eyes open for other people in the area, but not trying to move from shadow to shadow to draw attention to us.
Okay. So, okay. So you, as Sakira also said, you go through a small alleys. You don't go through the promenade. You try to hide in between the multitude of people that are shopping on the side streets. Yeah, you move carefully, trying to blend in as much as you can, as you can, and you are just covering yourself. And so yes, you do see guards at some point moving around on the streets, but there are enough these guys that, you know, even though they are looking, you know, there are millions of problems every day in the Coriolis station. So they just, you know, you probably turn your heads a little bit, or you stop to look into the shop when you see the guards, and you continue. You don't see Sakira, any other gang members. Anyhow, as you know, now you know, all of you, that they should have some kind of tattoo on the lips as Sakira. So they are easy to recognize if you need to. And of course, you remember that the 4 people that attacked you before, they did have tattoos. I mean, you didn't see the other 3 so well, but at least Hakim, he was in front of you. So you could totally see, and I told you before. So yes, so you move slowly but with intent, and you arrive to what you know is the small apartment of your friend, which is called Arbion Asari.
Can Arbion?
Well, you never told me, so I'm just making it up.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, but can you just please repeat the name?
Yeah, go ahead, copy it.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm just gonna put it on chat. RBO Asari.
Arbion Asari. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Arbion Asari. So once we arrived at the apartment, is the light on? Can I guess?
Well, I was going to describe. So
okay,
again,
sorry.
No problem about it. So it's basically, I mean, as I told you before, there are, you know, it's big blocks. I mean, it's because they occupy, as I showed you before, on the promenade. So basically, even though there is more alleys, you know, there are big blocks going up for apartments. So you probably need to get inside. I mean, in some places there are like more open areas, as you saw before, the small plazas and etc. But in general, it's very packed and very high ceilings. And of course, it's very dense. So basically, you need to go in on the apartment to see if you know, to go to this is a block of apartments, so you need to go to his apartment.
Yeah.
So you need to enter and go up.
So let's do this. I don't see any people I know around the apartment blocks in the street.
You can roll.
Observation as usual. Okay. Observation.
I mean, you can go ahead and see if you.
Quite okay.
Okay. So you don't see anything out of the usual. You actually do see one of the street rats that from time to time you've helped at some point, but he hasn't seen you yet.
But he's not a member of our gang.
No, it's one of these kids that are basically on the streets, just helping you, maybe being a courier or something. But it's not part of your gang. But obviously you don't know what's his position, regards what you did, or if this has gone out of the gang. He's a little bit farther down on the street.
Yeah, I will just get up to the apartment and check if someone's there.
You guys follow? What do you do?
Yeah, I think I'm more interested in I'm a bit worried that someone's gonna nab Zakira, right? So I'm not gonna kind of let her out of my sight.
Samira?
So we are following me.
I will be, yeah.
Okay, so we both go up together.
Wait. I want to know what Samira is doing.
Oh, Samira, okay.
I don't know if she's following you up or staying down.
I would probably follow up as well.
Okay. So, yeah. So you go all up. So the door, there is not like a proper closed door. It's just an arch. and then you enter and you see like a flight of stairs that go up and kind of a lot of different corridors that go in many directions. This is clearly not a very rich apartment block, and you basically, it feels like a little labyrinth, and you keep on going up probably for 10 blocks. Well, not blocks, but heights. How you say that?
Stories.
Stories. Thank you. Floors. Okay. And you arrive to the door of Arbio.
Okay.
You haven't. I mean, there are people on the apartment. Some people just on the common areas or kind of on the stairs. There are openings, so there are some people hanging there and chatting. I mean, they're kind of all people a little bit rough on the rough side, and Samira stands out a little bit more than you two.
Yeah.
And so some people, stare a little bit like, what is this woman doing around?
I'm just ignoring them and heading to the apartment.
Okay. So you knock on the door and you wait, but you don't hear any answer.
Is there any? Can I see? Is there a window? Do these apartments have windows?
No.
No, not that kind of apartment. I will push my head.
It's just, as I said, it's just a big. It's a big hallway, like not very wide, so quite narrow. So probably a person and a half maybe can go through, and basically it's just a many different doors. It's kind of one of these. It kind of looks like a hotel hallway. You have all these different doors, but just narrower. It's a little bit claustrophobic. So if you to run or to move, it's going to be a little bit complicated.
I will push my head next to the door. Can I hear sound in the apartment?
I'm not going to make you roll. You don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything. I'm moaning. And I don't think he is in his apartment. That's not good.
Should we wait for him?
Yes, one of the kids I work with outside. I will ask him if he can tell me where he is. So I will head down and try to talk to the child that I just saw a few minutes ago.
Okay.
I will approach him and say, "Hey, small one."
Do you guys stay up?
No, I'm going to stay with her.
You continue following her. Okay. So you're all three with her. Okay, so the guy looks at you.
Yeah.
And well, it's like a very thin little boy, also like dressed in not great clothes, and also kind of smelly a little bit.
Yeah, a street child, just like me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he looks up at you and says, "Hey, Sakura, long time no see."
Yeah, it's quite a long time. Have you seen Avio?
Arbio, let me think. Do you have anything to eat?
I just wanted to have a small chat with them.
No, I know, but just a little bit hungry.
I always take care of you when you're hungry. So I'm reaching to my pocket and giving him what would be appropriate is
just a few beers if you want. Like, I don't know, 2 or 3.
If he's an old friend of mine, I will give him 5.
Okay.
I shall remove that from my character sheet bits.
And he will be like, "Oh, much appreciated. That will buy me a nice soup. I haven't eaten yet."
He
stretches a little bit. Yeah, Arbio, yeah. I think he left.
Do you know, can you remember when? A few minutes ago, an hour ago?
You know what, I've been here long time now. Yeah, I don't know. I would say a few hours.
Few hours?
Yeah, but he looks around and, and says, yeah, it's probably, he usually comes around this time.
Did you know can you remember which way he headed?
As usual. Some
Yes.
plaza.
To the plaza.
But you know that, right?
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried about
You want me to
some-
go? I can fetch it for you. I can go and ask. That
You
you're
can-
looking for him. I can go and tell him.
Mm.
Maybe I can tell one of the other people in the gang if you want.
Without saying it's not that urgent. You agree? Or I look to both? To vote my siblings. You agree? We should wait? This time?
Might be easier than
We
trying
don't-
to find someone
Yeah.
around here.
Can you trust the boy? Do you think he's not going to rat you out?
Can I trust the boy?
You know him from before, but yeah. I mean, you don't know. I mean, he's
So
gonna
I-
go and ask for Arvio, and that you are looking for him.
Yeah.
He's either going to ask for Arvi or he's going to go tell the rest of the gang where you are.
Maybe just say there's a customer for we need some bit of hardware repairing.
Do you want me to tell him that?
Just
Are you talking to the guy?
no, I'm talking to my siblings.
Okay. Just let me know when you're talking with the.
Sorry,
street, right?
sorry.
Well, he's left,
Sure.
hasn't he? He's left, hasn't he?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
The boy's left, hasn't he?
No, he's still there.
Oh, right.
He's
okay.
just. I mean, he just gave.
Yeah, no,
the
I
guy,
mean- He should go try and find him. That's it. Like, go find the guy, bring him back here.
Okay.
And then when the boy's gone, it's gonna be that's what we're gonna be saying. Like, we trust the boy. Maybe we should like not be waiting right in front of the house, but like hide ourselves a little bit, like across the street or down the road a bit. So
Yeah.
if your gang all of a sudden descends on the building,
Hmm.
we can get out of here. I don't think I don't necessarily think we should trust the boy not to. I mean, you gave him what, 3 burr?
5.
5.
5. Yeah, but you know, what if there's like a reward? The gang has has made it known that there's a reward of 100 burr or 1,000 burr to bring them to you. Then like, what's
You
this?
shouldn't ever trust someone totally on the street. So
Yeah, so let's hide ourselves somewhere else and wait and see.
yeah, I agree with that. Little one, you.
Well, he's
I
gone
would
though, isn't
say-
he?
No.
Yeah, if you said.
I wouldn't say any.
goes,
I wouldn't say any of this while he was there.
Yeah, then we are left.
He left.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we just ask him to find Arvio, sorry, and then once he's gone, then it'd be saying like, right, let's we can't trust that kid necessarily. Hopefully he's gonna find Arvio and bring him back. But if he doesn't, we need to plan for that. So let's hide.
So in the meanwhile, let's look for a good hiding place.
So okay. Okay, so you will just move aside to one of the store, the stores that are around, or you will hide around the corner, or
In a
What's your
tea
plan?
shop.
The tea shop again. You really love your tea.
okay, and then somebody probably is gonna be standing guard, or
Yeah.
just in a position that you can kind of see well.
Yeah. A place where you can sit down and will observe the street and the entry to the block, to the apartment block.
Okay, that's a lot to ask, but okay.
I pray to the icons to find the good hiding points.
I mean, we're just keeping an eye on the entrance to the building, right? And people kind of
Yeah.
coming and going.
Yeah,
and
that
just
would be
keep
fine.
scanning up and
Yeah.
down the plaza,
Okay.
like the road
Yeah,
near it.
because I was thinking, you find that tea place and that it has perfect look close to the door. Okay, you're asking too much. Okay. So you basically are waiting, trying to blend in, and you cover yourself, I guess, as best as you can, and yeah. So you wait. I don't know, 30 minutes, something like that. And you see from what their street rat left. So you see again arriving Fatma, Helmi, Mohammed, and Arbio. I put it on the next to your.
Yeah.
Okay. You see that well, you don't probably remember, but probably Sakira will whisper at you that Mohammed, Helmi, and Fatma are part of the gang, the same as Arbio. The three of them are the kind of more thugs. They are kind of the ones that are do the dirty business, and that you can tell them. The same as Hakim, the ones that And then Arbio is following them, but a little bit more on the back, like keeping a distance. So you see them, and you don't see the street rat, okay, anymore. They are looking around.
So they're searching for us, I would say.
I mean, you have the advantage at this moment because you were hiding and prepared.
Yeah.
So you saw that Arbio is there because you see him, but you also see these three guys that are the ones that were chasing you before.
Yeah. So I'm speaking quietly to both to Kazim and Samir. So this one in the bag is Arbio, and you already know the other three. The thugs who tried to hunt me down.
Did you think the little urchin sold you out?
They're probably just still looking for me.
What's Arvio's connection to those other ones? Like,
he's our tech guy, one of the tech guys from the gang.
That guy I've just marked, that's Arvio, right?
Yeah, that's Arvio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are three other thugs we have already met at the bar.
Yeah. Well, let's see what they do. I think if they're all going to go into, it depends whether they're going to be like looking around for us, going straight into his apartment. Like maybe they're coming back to Arvio's place. So let's see what happens. Maybe they're going to leave. If the boy doesn't go into the building with them, we can grab the boy and like find out what he's done, if he sold us out.
No. Here you don't see the street rat anymore.
Oh, you don't? Oh, sorry. Okay.
No. You only see these three guys that can an Arbio.
Right. Yeah, I think we should.
That I mentioned before. Yeah.
I don't think we should take him on. I don't fancy the odds of fighting him. I mean, Samira, no offense, but you're not that great in a scrap.
Well, I never had to be. I always had you to fight my battles for me.
Yeah, still do. Looks like.
Yeah, she's good with the teapot. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I hit something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we should. I think we should just hang back. Let's hang back and see what happens. It's,
yeah. I quite agree. I'm better at hiding than fighting anyway.
Okay, so you basically see that they're looking at on the street, but not really super intently, and you see that they go directly to Arbio's apartment. They're looking around, but they don't pay much attention. You see that Mohammed and Fatma, so the two on top, go inside, and Arbio and Helmi stay below, looking around. But you can. What you can see is that Arbio seems kind of bored or not very happy to be here, while Helmi is like looking around and talking to him and kind of more nervous, like kind of, he seems to be excited, like he's expecting something, while the other one is like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So now it's me who ordered him here, I probably guess, and they're waiting to take action. So they may wait for hours.
Well, 2 have gone inside. There's only 2 outside, and we want to grab Arvio. But like, if we beat up the other guy, the guard's already after me. Like, is there some way we can distract the other guards so that we can grab Arvio and I'm gonna stop and look at Samira.
I could just pop up there and say, hello, it's me, and start running away again.
No, we don't want that, because that'll attract too much attention.
You're what did you learn in the Temple of Alam? Did you learn like how to like distract people? You're telling me you learned all sorts of tricks. Is there something you can use to like, I don't know, distract that guy so I can sneak up behind and grab Arvio?
Yeah, I'm sure I would be able to distract him. I don't think it'd be too hard.
Maybe we should try that.
So, yeah, I guess with that, I'll get up or move on to the shadows from wherever we are. The shawl that I have over my head, I'll kind of pull it down a little bit more just to kind of keep some light off my face, but highlighting certain aspects to kind of enhance the mysteriousness of this new person who's coming up to this thug.
You definitely stand out in this area, that's for sure.
Yeah, so just letting like lower half of my face show out of the shadows of the shawl itself. And seeing like I don't know, I want to say like smooth skin or whatever, red lips or whatever the local standards of beauty are at that point.
Very good.
Yeah, so I would move over to him. And,
to whom? Helmi or to Arvio? Or to they are together talking. Do you see them?
I would go to both of them with my focus on not Arvio.
Okay. Okay, so as you approach, you see that Arvio was giving you the back in a way, and Helmi was just chatting with him very intensely. And then, when you are getting closer, Helmi is like looking at you and making like an appreciative look. He has this macho attitude, like you're sure that he's gonna shout at you a nasty compliment at any minute.
Isn't that like an oxymoron, a nasty compliment?
Maybe. Yeah. But like it's like when I don't know, in Spain happens a lot, like the guys that are the construction workers and
catcalling.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, so as I get closer, I would say I would have a pamphlet in my bag or purse or whatever I would have to store some of my things, and I would take it out and I would start trying to ask some questions about. It's like I'm trying to find this place, but I am new to the station. Can you help with some directions?
Okay. Yeah, you're playing this. I'm lost. I'm a lady in distress. Please help me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in this nasty place. Please.
Yeah. So would that be manipulation?
Yeah, I guess it's not really. It could be more like I guess it's manipulation, even though it's seduction, and I will give you a +1 because your reputation is actually higher than him. You look nice. So yeah, I mean it doesn't say there on the leverage part, like the beauty part, or the reputation is the only thing, right? Is the only thing is the reputation.
Yeah, there's like the difference between the reputations.
Yeah, which is higher for you, that's for sure. Also your status, your way you're dressed. So I consider that as part of the reputation. But yeah, I mean, I can say that because of the macho attitude, I could give you another +1 maybe. I mean, I don't know what do you think? Is that part of the rules? I mean, I don't know. Or we consider it as part of the reputation in a way because it's part of the beautiness or the pose, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's just part of the reputation.
Yeah, maybe just a +1. It's just a +1, right? It's not a difference between reputations.
It is a difference. If your roll is higher, you get a +1 for each step you outrank your opponent.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty strong, but it's only meant to be in situations where you would outrank your opponent, right? So it's
Yeah,
all
which
to do
is
with,
not really, because it's not.
it's about
it's
social
not-
standing. So if you're,
Yeah.
it's situational a bit. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
this would be more like intimidation of
Yeah.
sorts, like intimidating through my sheer
Beauty.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
think?
force of will.
I'd say what you said sounds fine to me. Like give a +1 because it's because of that. Like you Charlotte didn't take that beauty enhancement, that biosculpt,
No.
which would have been a
Yeah,
little bit
exactly.
different.
Yeah.
But in this case, I think because she is because of her social standing is at a difference. Maybe there is an argument for like a +1, but she's not
Yeah.
making it clear. It's not an actual like social standing type of interaction. Like
Yeah.
she's not pulling out the I'm from the Temple of Alam card type of thing.
You
right?
know who I am.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway,
Okay. That sounds good to me. So that could be a +1 to your roll of manipulation. Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna even roll. Okay, I'm not even gonna roll.
No, I'm so good at this. I get him to show me where to go.
Basically, you do whatever
leave
you
him
want
there
with him. You probably can take him and walk down the street, and he will just follow you. And Arby will be like, "What the fuck?"
and then I'm gonna be kind of while that's happening, I'm kind of just surreptitiously making my way across the street to like the same sort of street that they are, then kind of just walking up to Arvio while Samira is distracting them both, and then as soon as Samira kind of starts leading him off away, I'm gonna put my hand on Arvio's shoulder.
You're forcing him, or
No,
you're
no.
just trying to
Just
get
like
his
rest my
attention?
hand on it, like to get his attention. But it's a bit like it's not tapping him on the shoulder; it's putting a hand kind of firmly on his shoulder.
Okay, so he turns around because he's not expecting you. Maybe he's expecting
Yeah.
Mohammed or one of the other guys. And when he turns around and sees you, he's like, "Who are you?"
Hey, Zakira wants to have a word with you. Why don't you come with me?
He looks like,
I'm a brother.
I know of a brother. That's okay. And he looks around and he sees that, Samira, well, that Helmi is away, and he follows you.
All right.
So you go around and
Zakira tells me that you're a friend of hers, huh?
yeah, actually.
That's good. That's good because if
From the
you're a
start.
friend of Zakira's, then you're a friend of mine. You know.
Yeah.
I don't like people who don't treat my sister well.
Yeah, I kind of heard what you did with Hakim. Not nice of you. at all.
Ah, yeah, but he was trying to hurt my sister. You're not trying to hurt my sister, are you?
No, actually, it's quite dangerous what she's doing now. Coming here, calling for me. That was totally irresponsible.
Yeah,
We
well,
could have
we're
cut our neck, both of us. And
Okay.
Well,
Well-
he seems a little bit like nervous in that sense.
Hey, don't worry about it. Look, you heard about me dealing with that other guy, right? I can handle myself. I can help out here. Look, let's just we'll get you over to Zakira, and you're gonna need to lay low for a bit, I think. But you can stick with us.
We'll see. I mean, what does Sakira want?
Well, I'll let
I mean,
her.
I can.
I'll let her tell you.
I-
I'll let her tell you.
Okay, fine. But okay. See, he follows you, and when he sees Sakira, he just gives you a hug.
Yeah, I'm giving him a really strong hug back because it's probably the last hug I will give him in a long time.
And he looks at you and he says, "Are you crazy? What you just did could have killed us both. You know, I mean, you're
will.
totally a mad woman. What are you doing this?"
It's not as they told you. I just need your help.
Well, what did you do? What did you hack into the system? They think it was me, you know. I had to defend, I had to defend and try to say that it was not me, that you would do it on your own. I mean, this has been a mess.
I'm so sorry. That wasn't my intent. I was hacking to the database to look for my other brother. he was arriving with the ship, and his ship never really arrived, according to some files I found. And I was just doing some research. I really miss my other brother.
Well, you see that he's looking behind when you're talking and trying to see where the others are. In the meantime,
Yeah.
he's not totally relaxed.
Yeah.
Look, why don't you come? Why don't you come with us? I don't think we should just stay here on the street. Right?
No, but I cannot leave. You don't understand this. I mean, you will have to. I mean, I cannot leave. If not, they will kill me. Right after.
Right after what? Right after.
Right after they find me. Obviously.
We need to
But
find.
I think that I'm with you. That I'm in cahoots with you. I mean, no cahoots.
Yeah. Listen, we need your help, right? What do you?
Yeah.
If
Okay,
you're
not now.
Then tell us when you can help us. Like
Yeah.
let's meet up somewhere. What are they doing in your house, in your flat?
I'm looking for you. They're gonna come in a minute. Okay, fine. You see that he puts his hand on his eyes and he's like, oh fuck it. Okay, fine. We'll meet at the end of the cycle. Fine? Eh?
All
The
right.
end of the cycle. Not here, obviously. This is very bad place. Go to Muluhat, the gambling district in the core. Fine. There is a nice there is a nice what is the name? It's just you see that he's like very nervous and he cannot find his words and he's trying to find our.
Is it a bar, a hotel, restaurant, a shop?
Yeah. No. It's a gambling joint. It's run by Sabina Malouf. Nice place. You can miss it. Just look for it, okay?
Okay. We'll meet you there. Thank you, Avrio. You can't really understand how much this means to you. Thank you.
You owe me a big one, lady.
Yeah, of course. I will owe you everything you wish.
We'll make it worth your while. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, fine. And he just goes back to the door, like looking at where you are. And I think we'll leave it here.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, that's quite a good point for an ending.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. So experience.
Oh, we get experience.
So we do it off. You wanna do it off the?
No, let's
so
do it
I
now.
don't know.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay.
Yeah.
So I also have. So I put the questions.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's pull them up.
I just put them on the Sahidis if you
experience. Yeah.
So all of you, did you participate in the session? So
I don't know.
Yes. Did you overcome a difficult challenge to help your crew to reach its current goal? I think all of you did, right? You were helping.
We got away. We escaped from the thugs.
Yeah, exactly. Did you learn something about yourself or another PC? I think you all did, in a way.
Oh, you missed one.
Did you put yourself for? Do you put yourself for your personal problem? In that case, would be only Sakira.
Yeah.
Because for her, that's her personal problem. So Sakira gets an extra one. Did you learn something new about yourself on another PC? I think you all did. In a way, you were connecting and discussing.
We at least Samira and I learned that Sakira's in a gang. That's pretty.
Well, you were interacting,
that's a shocking experience.
Do you sacrifice or risk something up for your PC buddy?
I don't
think we did. Yeah, I don't know if we define very well that.
What, the buddy?
Each one of you, the buddy things.
I did on my character sheet.
Yeah, cross and definitive. Just answer.
So who was your buddy?
Zakira. I've written for my relationship. Let me open it actually on the thing as well, so people can see it. There on bio, I'll do them both because there's only two of them. Samira is too good at manipulating people. I really don't understand her. And Zakira can't stay out of trouble. Very annoying, but at least it makes life interesting.
I takes it as a compliment.
Okay.
I would argue that by I kind of put myself into harm's way with
you did.
With the that first thug and didn't let him put myself in harm's way for my buddy.
So a +1 for you, Samira. I don't think you wrote anything about your pieces. You want to do it now, and if you count as Sakira as your buddy, we could.
I didn't really sacrifice or risk anything for anyone this time.
That's a fair point.
I maybe sacrificed Casine's.
What about you, Sakira? I don't think you wrote anything either. Well, you raised something, but it's more a part of your personal problem, and you run away from both of them at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, to keep them out of harm's way.
Yeah. For me, the evening was more about my personal problems and doing stuff for the other PCs. So,
Okay. So the last one, did you act in accordance with your icon? That that's a tough one. I don't even know how. Yeah, that I'm kind of very new to this. So
I think we'll just leave that one for now. That's like homework. If we want the XP, we have to read up on our icons individually and make a case for it. Yeah. Okay.
So in that case, I would assume you got 1, 2,
3,
and then
3 combined, and then you said Zakira got one for the personal problem, and I got one for the buddy. So 3 and 4 and 4.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Cool.
That could be it. So I hope you enjoyed. It was
it was a tough one for me because it's my first online session, my first session ever in English.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of exhausting, not because the game is bad, but just because of that.
That second language focusing.
It's tough. I'm sorry also if my descriptions are maybe not so vivid as others. It's just sometimes tough, but second language.
No, both of you did really well.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
It's good.
I'm used to write so much in English and read so much English, but speaking it, nah. Not in my current job. A job before I had to speak more English, but now not really.
So off to you, Matt.
Right, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. If you want to come and find us on social media to talk about the show, you can see the links down in the in the description for the video, but also all the links are at the bottom in the ticker at the bottom of this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. That really helps grow the channel. And if you haven't already, if you want to see more content, then hit the subscribe button as well. And that's it for me. We're going to be back in 2 weeks with the next episode of Coriolis. This is going to be running every 2 weeks. And next week, we're going to be kicking off another new campaign, which is going to be Alien. So, join us then. And once again, thank you for watching. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Tony, for running the game.
Pleasure.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.